Whenever you are ready.
Okay.
You have the mic on?
No.
All right. Good to go. You can hit like the gavel or you can just tell
No.
them.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to get everyone's attention. We're going to get the meeting started in just a moment. Thank you so much for everyone coming and giving your evening. And we're going to start the meeting. I don't have the gavel, so there we go. Okay. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Yes. The meeting is starting at 6:33.
6:36 over here, but we'll take it.
6:36. Mrs. Petropoulos,
Here.
Mrs. Lammel, Mrs. Lebudzick, Mrs. Grove, Mr. Malkowski, absent, and Ms. Joy, absent.
Okay, if I can get everyone to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's it. Right. Oh, This is the opportunity for visitors to speak. Is there any visitors that are interested in speaking? Okay,
Great.
thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Petropoulos. Let me just change this over for the technology and we'll be ready to go. All right, well, I would like to welcome everyone back to our strategic planning team. I'd like to show of hands, how many of you were with us last December when we started this process? All right, so probably about 80% were with us. And just to give you some background, 6 years ago, District 127.5 went through a strategic plan and come up with 5 areas and 10 goals to really set the focus of the district moving forward. And when I came on as superintendent replacing Dr. Russell, it was one of the most helpful things that I had to understand kind of what was really important to the district, what had been accomplished over the last few years, and what things we were still working towards. So I was really excited last year when we had a chance to launch the new 5-year strategic plan. And for those who were here, you remember Dr. Bob Madonia came out and ran that for us. And I think it's always really good to have someone outside who doesn't know the district as well and kind of can just be that person who guides you along and doesn't try to get you in any one direction that you might not want to go. So the point of the strategic plan, those of you who are in education or whoever have worked in an office, you spend all this time putting something together and put it looks nice, make a nice brochure, you put it in a binder and it goes on the shelf and collects dust for 5 years and you say, oh, it's time to do another one of those. Thankfully, this strategic plan is designed not to do that. This is a yearly thing that we are going to continue to do, come together as a group. Tonight, we're going to talk about the things that we have accomplished towards the goals in each of these areas. And just as important, we're going to talk about what our goals are moving forward in the future. And this is not the only time the administrative team looks at this. We spend every part of our administrative meetings once a month touching base on the strategic plan in these different areas. And we go ahead and make sure that in the midway part of the year, in June, that we look at it and really say, here's where we are. We spend a good amount of time just that halfway point throughout the year. So for those of you who were with us a year ago, and that's the last time you thought about it, we have been thinking about it, and hopefully you'll hear some of the great things that we've been doing tonight. So just to give you an idea of the agenda, like 6:45, I should be done talking. I'll probably beat that by a couple minutes. But then you are going to talk in your teams, and your teams usually range from about 4 to 6 people. And you're going to talk about where we have gone since last January when the board approved the strategic plan. And then the other part of that conversation will be where we're hoping to go, what things we want to focus on. And that is a part of the conversation that I'm really hoping everyone will take part in, because we want to hear everyone's opinions of what it is we need to do to move forward. So you're going to have a little less than an hour to go through that, and then we are going to have each group present. Doesn't matter to me who presents, whether it's a community member, an administrator. We're going to have the slides. We're going to call up one at a time. I'm going to ask that it be no longer than 5 minutes, so that we can continue to go and have some time for questions. And then we'll just kind of outline what we're hoping to do in the future. But just as Mrs. Petropoulos has said, I can't thank you for taking the time to be here. I love being here, and I'm here all the time. We don't always get to hear what people outside the school district are thinking, or even how often we get a chance to bring teachers from across the entire district, bring together different areas and hear their opinions. So I'm really excited to hear the progress we've made, as well as what we're moving towards in the future. So I'm going to let the teams go ahead and start. And I'll kind of give you like a 5-10 minute warning. When you are ready, all of our administrators have access to the PowerPoint so that they are going to be anything, they'll be able to do that. And just as a quick reminder, our areas of focus, we have our student needs group right up here. We have our finance and buildings on this side. We have our curriculum and instruction, and we put them all the way in the back. And then our last two areas, we have tutoring resources and professional development over here. And finally, our technology group. And I'll ask that when you do the presentation, we kind of announce who's in our group, so that everyone has an idea of who's important and what. So again, review focus areas, day process. We are going to take the next 45 minutes. Thank you very much. You already brought it up? And Giving the 10-minute warning till we start presenting. 10 minutes. Got it. We start presenting in about 3 minutes, so you use washroom, use coffee, whatever, please do. Yeah. Yes. West is face when you find out. Pause those conversations. I'm going to ask our curriculum and student outcomes group to make their way up to start with our presentation tonight. Hopefully you had a chance to really delve into some conversation. I heard everything from football, and more football to and what we're doing to incentivize our staff. So I heard some really great conversation. I can't wait to hear how it all came together. So whoever is presenting, I'm going to ask that you introduce those who are new to your group. If you're not up here, if you want to. But I'm going to start with I'll talk about curriculum.
And I would prefer my team to introduce themselves. So I'm Megan Malfnagel. I'm the curriculum director here in Calgary. Hi, I'm Christy Petropoulos. I'm the school board vice president, and I also have 4 children who are in the district.
I'm Heather Reiner. I teach 7th grade ELA, and then Miss Malone teaches 7th grade math. She just said that.
She's checking on the babysitters for us. So we are the curriculum and instruction team. Our category when we originally started was curriculum and instruction with student outcomes. And that was a huge part of our conversation when we met in December. Our goals are up at the board. So goal 1 is to identify and implement research-based educational practices in curriculum and teaching across the school district. It is a goal that is in progress. And our action steps underneath are to research best educational practices and their effectiveness. Inventory instructional practices currently being utilized in the classroom and establish district-wide practices for pre-K to 8th grade for all content areas. And so just to share out where we're at right now with this goal, in the fall, we had our teachers work together as grade level teams to share with the administrative team what instructional practices they're using in their classrooms. And we got that feedback from them, and as an administrative team, then we sat down with Elaine Roberts, who is an outside consultant, and she helped us look at the data and look at those practices and see if there are other areas that we can recognize, celebrate, and work with the staff on, or if there are any that were not yet practices that were up to high expectations and rigor that we need nowadays. And then just in January, for those practices and additional practices, we have started to share out instructional strategy spotlights with the staff on a weekly basis. So each month there is a different practice or strategy that we share. And then each week there will be a new that is sent out to the teachers on how to implement that strategy, how to differentiate that strategy, how to assess that strategy. And then administrators will share that information to share with them prior so that they can read up on it and learn so that they can support and celebrate when they see the teachers in the buildings implementing those strategies. Goal 2 is to research, develop a viable curriculum across subjects, grades, and provide professional development for effective staff implementation. Our first step is to continue the work that we started back in 2020 towards a guaranteed viable curriculum, including the development of critical standards, common assessments, and a two-code sequence that aligns across all grade levels. We do not have a ton of time time that we have been able to dedicate to this work this year. However, it is hugely important to our committee, as in it is to the district, that we get this work done. And so we are going to talk about, making some changes to ensure that we focus on critical standards, that we focus on getting, common assessments, and the way that we're going to really have to do that is with our curriculum resources that we have in the district currently. The board continues to purchase, curriculum resources for us, and there is a lot of great information in those, and so to help us build our curriculum, we're gonna really rely on those resources, and focus on those standards and make sure that standards are being taught. And then our second step is to, inventory current instructional resources and align, to curriculum providing professional development and coaching to build the capacity of our staff's content knowledge in the curriculum. And this is really, because we really need to see what resources we have in the district, how are they being implemented, and if they are being implemented with fidelity, are they the best for our district based on data? And so that is something that is ongoing, and we're constantly talking with staff about the implementation of those resources that our district purchased to make sure that we are all on the same page with our instruction in our classrooms. A majority of our conversation was about problem solving and some of these things that are still in progress. And some really great ideas that came up is just ensuring that our staff are aware of the standards, both veteran staff and current staff, new staff, and how do we train new staff when they come into the district with the curriculum standards, the curriculum resources, where is that information housed so that it's at the fingertips of the staff when they need it. So a lot of great conversations in our group about different things that we can start doing to make strides towards this and make it better for the staff. Any questions? No? Sorry.
Thank you to the curriculum group. Next up, we have human resources and professional development group.
Well, we wrote on our poster board, so. We're human resources and professional development.
Jeff Youngberg, principal at Finley.
I'm like higher assistant principal at Central. I'm instruction math coach at Rio Central.
I'm Joy Leslie, I'm a school board member, and I also have 2 kiddos in the district. Okay, so goal 1 is to, here it is up here, recruit and retain staff, explore competitive compensation package. The first part of that action plan, which is why I drew fireworks, is because we didn't. And it's achieved, which is wonderful. At least as a board member, we're hoping that all of you feel that way, that the staff is got contract, our paras and support staff got an increase, subsequently our administrators got an increase, so I hope everyone is pleased. I know we are. The second part of that action plan, we are in progress. This is to do some fun incentives for our staff. Some of the things that were listed was the administrators do some staff coverage so they can get a break. Food and swag, raffle Fridays, and then thank you teachers. And it sounds like maybe our administrators will come up with some sort of survey to see what our staff would like. Maybe bagels and bread, cookies, t-shirts, you know, this be Wednesday. Okay.
Seems like it took a slow roll.
Sorry. Sure, whatever you guys need. Okay, goal 2 is to hire, retain, and diverse staff that addresses the needs of students. And we also acknowledge with this goal that even if in the most perfect world, will always, or we should always be working towards this goal. And so unfortunately, there are no fireworks, but they are in progress. Trying to get job fairs to different universities. And some things that we would like to do moving forward is get on the apps. I guess there's some apps out there that the young millennials are hitting up that like in glass stores, the ones that we learned, that maybe they're not going to the newspaper looking anymore, or you know, magazines and whatnot. But we go on here and maybe just with the bullying, we could get to it and hire more great, amazing staff. Any questions?
Thank you to our group. Next up, we have our finance and buildings.
Hi, Kathy Fishley, business manager. Francis Starler, Distinguished Law.
Sam Kowski, Salary Supervisor.
Susan Lammle, school board secretary.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Fran and I are going to do a tag team. We do not have fireworks, so I'm sorry, it's hard to look up to. Can we advance the slide? Please? Thank you. Okay, for the finance and buildings team, our goal one is to explore additional space options for instructional programs. Our action plan we created that was a continued assessment and projection of space needs, the reallocation of existing instruction and storage spaces. When you look at the goal, it strictly said instructional programs, and that was a year ago, but now that we're into it, we added storage space as well, and then explore new opportunities for additional spaces. So a couple of things we're doing is the Board of Education in November approved a $8+ million project for building additions and renovations. So a lot of going on in our buildings right now. If any of you have been over to Rich Lawn, you'll see that that courtyard is already under construction. They are converting that vacant space into 4 classrooms with additional breakout rooms for both EC and special education. And then over at Finley, we are going to be adding on 2 additional classrooms that are going to house health, because from what I understand now, health moves around that card from class to class. And then also they will utilize that second classroom for additional special ed needs. And then in addition, 4 of those classrooms will be expanded to give some additional classes. And then over at Ridge Central, lots going on, and this conversation is actually started 4 years ago. And what's going on over at Ridge Central is there's going to be a renovation of the front offices, and that is for security purposes along with functionality. In addition, they are going to be several small itinerary services up there to provide for speech services and just to give a little more space. And then there are some more internal renovations. They're putting a classroom in the library. They're moving the teacher's lounge, and that's going to be creating a full-size classroom where the janitorial storage is right now, which comes back to our need for storage. So in the future, we are doing so much over the next 6 months, but always looking out for what we can do next. And our table had no problem coming up with additional wish lists. You know,